Welcome back to Blackbeard Crypto. Hit that like and subscribe if you like the content, and I'm sure you will, because today we're going to be talking about overclocking and underclocking. Some of my favorite things to do with these machines, because you get to play with them. Hey, I always like playing with new stuff, especially new technology. So with my experience with overclocking and underclocking, I think overclocking is the way to go. Mainly because when you underclock, even if the native system for your machine is telling you it's running at 500 watts, you better have a gauge on your outlet. I had one that was saying that, the one we're going to go over. It was saying I was running 500 watts at the wall. I know better, so I had a gauge put on there, went and checked the gauge, it was 650. So don't always go by the native system for Antminer by any means with the wattages, are usually off. So we're taking that into effect here. So overclocking. It's not difficult, really isn't. If you got Blizz, you got Hive, something like that, you can go ahead and overclock. If you don't have either one, guess what? You can still overclock your L3. You just change the frequency of them. You're going to look for the sweet spot to where you're making the most profitability you can at the best electric cost. And how I run my tests is I do them every 12 hours. So I'll make a change to the frequency, some of the voltage changes, and go from there. And just keep checking it every 12 hours. What's it doing at this? What's it doing at that? How much am I making? How much juice is it using? Yada, yada, yada. I can always break that down in more detail if you need it. But I have found the sweet spot. Only took 2 days, so I found the sweet spot at 412 frequency at bit means default voltage. That's 13 more or less. So with that going, it took me almost 50 cents a day more than what just the factory settings were. So with that 50% increase, or not really a 50% increase, 50-cent increase, that ends up being, a nice little gain for the month, especially when these machines only make a couple $100. I use these machines mainly, to help pay the electric bill for the larger machines. And that's kind of how, if you want to set it up, you got to have some type of plan on how you're going to do it. Like I've got one set that pays the electric bill, one set for maintenance and repairs. The third set in the farm is nothing but stacking. Because I'm a believer in Bitcoin. I believe it's going to go up in the future. So I'm just stacking it and setting it. And the way I look at it, it's not a short-term money maker by any means. If you think it is, you might want to do your research on it. You need to hold for at least 4 or 5 years. More time in the market, more money you're going to make. And that's just about any market, really. But this market, of course, goes way up and it goes way down. Just like today is a down day. Great day to buy the dip while everybody's scared and dropping their coins. Good time to buy them at a discount. But anyways, back to the good old mining here. I found the sweet spot at 412 default voltage. Like I said, that's gaining me almost $15 a month, so that's perfect for me. I like that setting in there. I want to be right at around 240, 250 a month. I don't care if it goes up to 950, 1,000 watts. It doesn't really bother me too much. My electric bill is pretty decent, so I can eat that one there. But that's the main thing with overclocking, underclocking. You might find with your machine, because every one of them is different, that underclocking works better. Lower voltage, more profits. It's up to you. You really got to just check your data. I usually start at 450 frequency and work my way backwards. And then once I get down to the lowest settings, if you have Blizz or you have Hive, you can do a lot more playing around with the voltage than you can if you don't have either one of the softwares. If you just have a straight Antminer with no firmware update, then it's going to be just in the settings with the frequency. That's the only thing you'll be able to adjust. But that's about it. Just wanted to tell you about the overclocking, and I hope you have a great day. Enjoy the time with your family. Remember to hit subscribe, hit the like button, and you have a great day. Blackbeard out.